Let's talk about Crystal Rogers. I have had a lot of requests for me to look into this and to channel it, so I went ahead and I did that. I'm going to share that with you now. I'm going to go ahead and say right here, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just my spiritually channeled opinion. I'm going to be reading from my channeled session. If you don't like that, then scroll on. Otherwise, let's get into it. So when I went into this session, I was asking my soul team if she was still alive, and if not, what happened and where she was located. Crystal Rogers is no longer in her physical body. Her soul fully transitioned after her disappearance in early July 2025. There's no energetic signature indicating current life force. Her field reads as sealed with sorrow, but with a sense of peace from a soul level. Her passing was traumatic, but her soul is at rest and fully crossed over. So, what happened? This is what I'm getting. The incident was not a spontaneous disappearance or act of random violence. Her death was a result of premeditated actions with an energy of emotional betrayal and control surrounding the circumstances. She was likely confronted in a familiar location, possibly the home, and the energy suggests she was either lured or cornered in a confrontation that turned fatal. There's a compression and a blow energy to the back of the head, neck area, indicating that her passing was likely due to blunt force trauma or similar harm. It was quick, but there was a brief moment of panic. Parties involved, I guess I should say alleged parties involved. The energy of Brooks Hawk is strongly imprinted in the field. He is not the only person involved. There is a secondary male energy that feels like a relative or close ally, involved in the disposal and cover-up, possibly a brother figure. There is a tight energy circle, protection at all costs, that hindered early investigations. This next part was regarding her location, where her body is currently located. I don't really like sharing that on here. I try to save that for the families, or if there's investigators that are actively working on that for the families, just because I don't want the wrong person seeing this video and then them going to try to move the body. But even if someone did try to go move the body after, like out of paranoia, here's what you need to understand. If you're somebody that's going to do that, just because you can hide a physical body, you can't actually hide the energy that was in the body. The energy is never destroyed. There's always the imprint. It's like data that never gets deleted. And so even if you were to try, it could still be found. So at this part, they were giving me a current energetic status of the case. And they said the energy field around her case is loosening. What was once a tightly sealed web of silence and false loyalty is now beginning to break open. A new soul is rising to speak, possibly a witness or someone close who can no longer carry the burden. There is a momentum behind the scenes and a soul push towards physical recovery of her body. And if you're that person, go ahead and speak up. If it's already stirring in your spirit and in your soul, and you just can't take it anymore, you need to speak up. Because otherwise, when you leave your body, you will take that with you. And you'll still have to deal with it later. At this point, I was a little curious about the second male that was involved. And so I got some more information on that. Since I wasn't familiar, a lot of these cases, I wasn't originally just doing this. This kind of just happened. And so I'm not familiar with a lot of cases. And so usually if somebody's like, hey, I need you to do this missing person case, I'll get the name. If a photo is available, I'll get the photo, and then I'll do the channeling session. And then I'll go back, try to do a little research in case there's anything else I need to try to channel through that could possibly help. So anyway, I had seen the names Joseph and Stephen Lawson, and so I wanted to see if that was the secondary male. And again, this is just allegedly, since we are speaking about humans that are real. Allegedly, okay? So when tuning into the names Joseph and Stephen Lawson and laying their frequencies against the original soul signature of the secondary man involved, cover up and disposal of Crystal Rogers, here is what is resonating. Allegedly, Joseph Lawson holds a much stronger energetic imprint matching the field of movement, concealment, and silence through force loyalty. His frequency hums near the land markers associated with Crystal's relocation. He feels present at one or both stages of body movement. His role was not the initiator, but he was compliant, aware, and involved, especially after the fact. Stephen Lawson, by contrast, shows a more distant background awareness. He may have knowledge or suspicion, but the energetic imprint does not feel as directly active in the concealment. There's a duller field around him, possibly deliberate shielding or emotional denial. It's allegedly seeming like Joseph Lawson was that other male that my soul team was referring to. So again, this is just my spiritually channeled opinion and theory. What do you think?